When the blood stops flowing the way nature intended, your legs are the first to tell the story. I have always believed the body knows how to heal when you give it living foods instead of empty calories. Tonight, you'll discover simple foods that help support healthy circulation from the inside out, inside.
Your legs go cold at night. Maybe they tingle, or go numb, or ache in a way that keeps you awake. And somewhere along the line, someone told you that's just getting older. It isn't. Not entirely. That cold, heavy feeling in your legs is often your circulation waving a flag, telling you the blood isn't moving the way it was built to move. Here's what almost nobody explains to you. Your body makes a tiny molecule that widens your blood vessels and lets your blood flow freely. It's called nitric oxide, and the food on your plate tonight can either help you make more of it or leave your legs running on empty. Tonight, let's fill that tank. In the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly which foods before bed support the blood flow in your legs, what the real research actually shows, and the simple evening routine that works with your body, not against it. Picture a garden hose on a hot afternoon. When the hose is soft and open, water flows through it easily. When it's stiff and pinched, you get a weak trickle at the end. Now imagine that trickle is the blood reaching your feet. Your blood vessels work the same way. The inside lining of every vessel is a living layer called the endothelium. That thin lining has one crucial job. Scientists even have a name for when it stops working well. They call it endothelial dysfunction, and it's one of the earliest, quietest steps towards stiff, narrowed vessels. It tells your vessels when to relax and open, so blood can reach your hands, your feet, and everywhere in between. The way it sends that signal is with that molecule, nitric oxide. So what does that actually mean for you? When you make plenty of nitric oxide, your vessels stay soft and open, and blood reaches your legs with ease. When nitric oxide runs low, which happens naturally as we age, your vessels grow stiffer, and your legs feel it first because they're the farthest from your heart and fighting gravity all day long. Think about your legs for a second. Every heartbeat has to push blood all the way down to your toes, then all the way back up, straight against gravity. It's the longest, hardest route in your whole body. So when your vessels lose their give, your legs and feet are the first to feel the traffic jam. Now here's where your dinner comes in. Certain plants are loaded with dietary nitrate, beets, spinach, arugula, and other leafy greens. Your body takes that nitrate and converts it, step by step, into nitric oxide. It starts right in your mouth, where friendly bacteria on your tongue turn that nitrate into nitrite. Then your stomach and your vessels finish the job, releasing nitric oxide right where your vessels need it most. But nitrate is only part of the story. Beets and greens bring the raw material. Garlic helps your body make it and protect it. The flavonoids in cocoa and dark berries help your vessels respond to it. And the omega-3 fats in fish keep that vessel lining healthy enough to do its job in the first place. 4 foods, 1 target, the blood flow to your legs. Let me name the active parts, because the details matter. In beets and greens, it's the nitrate. Your saliva actually concentrates it, up to 20 times over, before your body turns it into fuel. In garlic, it's a compound called allicin, which nudges your vessels to relax and helps your body build more nitric oxide. In cocoa, it's a flavanol, epicatechin, which switches on the very enzyme that makes nitric oxide in your vessel walls. And in fish, it's 2 fats, EPA and DHA, that calm the inflammation in the lining and help it release nitric oxide freely. Different foods, different keys, but every one of them opens the same lock. Let's talk about why your legs got to this point in the first place, because it was never really your fault. You sit more than any generation before you, not because you're lazy, but because the whole world got built around sitting down. The commute, the desk, the recliner, the screen. And here's what that does to your legs. When you sit still for hours, the blood in your legs pools and slows, and the muscles that pump it back up toward your heart simply switch off. An evening in the recliner is like a slow tide going out in the veins of your legs. Then there's the food. The modern plate is stripped of the very things your body uses to make nitric oxide. Processed, packaged, shelf-stable food is engineered for a long life on a shelf, not a long life in your body. The greens, the beets, the real whole foods, they got pushed to the edge of the plate, if they made it there at all. Add years of daily stress, which floods your system with hormones that tighten your vessels instead of relaxing them. Add the everyday chemical load, the pollutants and processed additives your vessels never evolved to handle. Add the slow wear of a lifetime of too much sugar and too little movement. None of this is a personal failing. It's a system that quietly made the convenient choice and the healthy choice two completely different things. You were handed a plate that quietly worked against your vessels, and then told the result was simply your age. And here's something rarely said out loud. Some common medications, taken for many years, carry side effects of their own, which is all the more reason to give your body every natural advantage you can. Not instead of your doctor's care, but right alongside it. But here's the part that should give you hope. Your body was designed to heal itself. Give it the right plant foods, the right movement, the right conditions, and that vessel lining can recover. Your nitric oxide can climb back up. The food as medicine tradition that teachers like Dr. Sebi helped popularize got one big thing right. The body is the healer. Food just gives it what it needs. And that's exactly why this approach works differently from a quick fix. It doesn't just chase the cold feeling. It goes after the root, the blood flow itself. Now let's get into what the science says, and this is where it gets exciting, because researchers have studied these foods far more seriously than most people realize. Start with beets. At Bangor University in Wales, researchers gave beetroot juice to older adults in their 60s for about a month. Their blood levels of nitrate climbed, the raw material for nitric oxide. A large review of many trials found that beetroot nitrate lowered blood pressure by around 3 to 4 points on average. That may sound small, but researchers estimate a drop of just 2 points can meaningfully cut the risk of stroke. Here's the counterintuitive part that made me stop and reread the study. In a 13-week trial in older adults, the medium and low doses of beet nitrate improved blood pressure and vessel function, but the highest dose did not. More was not better. Your body has a sweet spot, and flooding it doesn't beat feeding it steadily. In fact, in one careful trial, a moderate dose of beet nitrate improved the large arteries, while a much bigger dose did no better at all. Your body rewards the right amount, not the biggest amount. Now cocoa. In a study published in the Journal of Physiology, people drank a high flavanol cocoa before sitting still for 2 hours. Compared to a low flavanol drink, the flavanol group kept better blood flow in the arteries of their legs and arms. Read that again. Better blood flow in the legs, during the very sitting that wrecks circulation in the first place. In another study, the Flaviola trial, 100 healthy middle-aged adults took cocoa flavanols twice a day for a single month. Their vessel function improved, and so did their overall heart risk score. The benefit built over about 2 weeks, then held steady, which is exactly why consistency wins. Then there's fish. A review of 17 studies found omega-3 fats improved vessel function in 16 of them, in people with the exact risk factors that hurt circulation as we age. In one 4-month study, marine omega-3 improved the flexing of the arteries in people with high cholesterol. Their vessels simply worked better by the end of it. And a review of 36 trials found fish oil lowered blood pressure by about 2 points systolic and 1.5 diastolic. Small on paper, but meaningful across a lifetime. And garlic, maybe the oldest circulation remedy on Earth. Step back for a moment. Long before any of these studies, grandmothers across the Caribbean simmered garlic into everyday food. Ayurvedic healers in India used it to move the blood. West African kitchens leaned on it for centuries. The science didn't discover this. The science finally caught up to it. A review of 12 trials and more than 500 people found garlic lowered systolic pressure by around 8 points and diastolic by about 5, roughly what some starting medications do, without the same list of side effects. In one trial, fermented garlic actually raised the skin temperature in people's hands and feet, a direct sign of blood reaching the far corners of the body. Now, an honest word. Researchers are so interested in this that trials are underway right now, testing cocoa flavanols in older adults with diagnosed circulation disease. We don't have the final word yet, and that's the honest state of it. Most of this research measured blood flow, vessel function, and blood pressure, not a cure for any leg condition. The early research is genuinely promising, and food this safe and this affordable is worth putting on your plate tonight. But promising is not the same as proven, and I will never pretend otherwise. Food this safe, this cheap, and this well-studied earns a place on your plate while the bigger answers come in. Let me ask you a simple question. Who makes money when the answer to your cold legs is a bag of beets and a clove of garlic? Nobody. There's no patent on spinach. No sales rep is booking dinners to promote arugula to your doctor. A month of beets, greens, garlic, and fish might cost you less than a single copay. Compare that to a lifetime of a patented medication, plus the cost of managing its side effects. Think about it honestly. A beet costs less than $1. A month of leafy greens costs less than one restaurant meal. The math is not complicated, and it explains a great deal about which solutions get the big budgets and which ones get ignored. But here's where it gets worse, and this part catches even careful people. The supplement industry that's supposed to sell you the natural version often sells you almost nothing at all. In 2015, the New York Attorney General tested store-brand herbal supplements and found many didn't contain the herb printed on the label, just fillers and cheap powder. So even when you try to do the right thing, you can walk out with a bottle that's mostly a promise. That's the trap. The cheap real food gets no marketing, and the pricey natural product on the shelf may not even be real. But here's what they can't take from you. They can't patent a beet. They can't lobby a clove of garlic off your kitchen counter. The produce aisle is still yours, and the knowledge of how to use it is exactly what you're getting right now. That's the power that never left your hands. So take the outrage and turn it into a grocery list. Here's exactly what to do, with no guesswork and nothing vague. Your circulation plate has 4 players. First, the nitrate base. Roast 1 medium beet, or blend 1 cup of raw beet into a small juice, or pile 2 big handfuls of raw spinach or arugula onto your dinner plate. That's your raw material for nitric oxide. Second, the garlic. Crush 1 to 2 fresh cloves, and here's the key step. Let the crushed garlic sit for 10 minutes before it ever touches heat. That resting time lets the active compound, allicin, form. Cook it too fast and you cook it out. Third, the fish, 2 or 3 nights a week. A palm-sized piece of salmon, sardines, or mackerel covers your omega-3 fats. If you don't eat fish, a tablespoon of ground flaxseed stirred into your food is your backup. Fourth, the flavonoids. A square or 2 of dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa, or a small handful of dark berries for dessert. A quick note on preparing beets. Roasting or steaming keeps the nitrate in. Boiling them in lots of water leaks some of it away, so keep the cooking gentle and the water minimal. Here's your simple shopping list. Beets, fresh or pre-cooked. A bag of spinach or arugula. A bulb of fresh garlic. Salmon, sardines, or mackerel. And a bar of dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher. That's the whole protocol in a single basket, and most of it costs a few dollars. Timing matters more than people think. Nitric oxide from food rises within a couple of hours of eating, so an earlier evening dinner puts that blood flow boost to work right when your legs have been sitting all day. Aim to eat this plate 2 to 3 hours before bed. Now the week by week, so you know what to expect. Week 1. Don't expect fireworks. You're refilling an empty tank. Your body is relearning how to make nitric oxide from food. Week 2. Many people notice their feet feel a little warmer at night, and sleep comes a little easier. Week 4. This is where the research suggests vessel function meaningfully improves. The cocoa studies saw benefits level off right around the 2 to 4 week mark. Consistency is the whole game. A beat once a month does nothing. A beat most nights changes your baseline, and don't overthink the amount. You are not dosing a drug, you're feeding your body the same foods it evolved to use. A good plate most nights beats a perfect plate once, and if late eating doesn't suit you, an earlier dinner works just as well. The goal is steady fuel through the evening, not one magic hour. Here's how to make the plate work harder. Pair your nitrate foods with vitamin C, a squeeze of lemon on your greens, or a few strawberries with that dark chocolate. Vitamin C helps protect nitric oxide so it lasts longer in your body, and stack the plate with movement. 10 minutes of easy walking after dinner, or even 20 slow calf raises while you brush your teeth, squeezes the muscles in your legs that pump blood back toward your heart. Food opens the vessels. Movement pushes the blood through them. Together they beat either one alone. One more pairing worth knowing. Keep yourself well hydrated. Blood that runs even slightly thick moves harder through narrow vessels, and water costs you nothing. A glass with your evening plate quietly helps everything else work. Now, the part I care about most, because honestly, I want you safe, not just informed. This food is safe for most people. But, there are real exceptions. If you're new to these foods, just start with smaller portions and let your body adjust. If you take blood pressure medication, beets and garlic can add to its effect, so check with your doctor before you make this a daily habit. If you take a blood thinner like warfarin, leafy greens and garlic directly affect how that drug works. That's a conversation with your doctor, not a change you make on your own. And, harmless but worth knowing, beets can turn your urine pink or red. That's just the pigment. Don't panic. Here's the line that matters most. Food supports healthy circulation. It does not fix a blocked artery. If your legs are cold and pale, if one leg swells more than the other, if you get cramping pain when you walk that eases the moment you stop, if a sore on your foot won't heal, or your toes look dusky or blue, that is not a job for beets. That is a job for a doctor. Soon. Because those can be signs of peripheral artery disease, a clot, or a circulation problem that food alone cannot reach. Eating well and getting checked are not enemies. The smartest people do both. Here's the insider detail almost no health website mentions. Remember those friendly bacteria on your tongue that turn nitrate into nitrite? Strong antibacterial mouthwash kills them. Use a harsh mouthwash right after your beet dinner, and you can wipe out the very first step of the whole nitric oxide pathway. So, on your circulation nights, skip the antibacterial rinse. It's the smallest change on this list, and almost nobody knows to make it. Let's lock it in. Cold, heavy legs are often low blood flow, not just old age. The fix is food, movement, and patience. Your body needs nitric oxide to keep your vessels open. Beets and leafy greens give the raw material. Garlic helps you make it and hold it. Fish and dark cocoa keep your vessels healthy. Eat the plate 2 to 3 hours before bed. Stay consistent and add a short evening walk. Skip the harsh mouthwash on beet nights. And if your legs show real warning signs, see a doctor, because food and medicine work best together. Remember the one idea that ties this whole thing together. Food opens the vessels, movement moves the blood, and your body does the healing. So here's my question for you, and I do read these comments. What does the cold in your legs actually feel like at night? And how long has it been going on? Drop it in the comments below. Your story helps someone else feel less alone in theirs. Next time, we're going deeper into the humble foods that quietly strengthen the tiny valves in your leg veins. The ones that keep blood from pooling and leaving your evenings heavy and tired. If you want that one, subscribe so it finds you. Because that's what we do here at HealthQuest. This channel exists for one reason, to put real, usable knowledge back in your hands, the kind that was quietly taken and sold back to you at a markup. We hand you back the knowledge that was always yours to begin with, that food is medicine, that your body is the healer, and that you don't have to wait for a broken system to give you permission to take care of yourself. You're not alone in this, and you're not powerless. You have a fork, a plate, and a body that wants to heal. That has always been enough to start. Eat well, move a little, get checked when it counts, and I'll see you in the next one.